Yo, what's going on guys? It's your boy Apophis here and welcome back to a brand new video on Apophis Tech and Reviews. And today I got another very special review for you guys. It's something I've always been wanting for myself since it is something that I'm using daily, day after day. And you know, I thought maybe I should invest a little bit more money into it. But without further ado, let's get into the review. Alright, let's calm down. 3, 2, 1. Bang! Bang! These are the Louis Vuitton Houseman Derbies. Alright, Louis V baby, you know what it is. These are the best dress shoes that I've ever bought. Now, not because they're Louis Vuitton, but because of the build quality. I've never experienced such a premium shoe like this. Now, here in Belgium, they're actually quite affordable. If you can call Louis Vuitton affordable. But these are around 690 euros. Now, if you buy them in the US, they're gonna cost you a whopping $1,000. I don't know why there is such a markup in the price when it is shipped to the US, but here in Belgium, they're quite affordable. Now, speaking of build quality, these are made of Italian calfskin leather, the best leather on the market for any shoe. So I've actually initially bought these shoes to work. Believe it or not, yes, these are my work shoes when I go and work at the restaurant that I'm working at. I wear these shoes every single day, and from now on, I believe that these shoes look fresh. I still believe these shoes look fresh. For the hard, tense labor that I'm doing with these, you know, they're quality. You know, normal dress shoes would have been completely destroyed by now. These have gone through a lot of stuff. You have no idea what has gone on these shoes, what happened to these shoes. But yeah, I'm very happy with them. But okay, let's flip the camera and let's go through the whole unboxing experience. Alright, Louis Vuitton, the box. The box is actually really interesting. It has a lot of depth into it and the printing is fresh. When I first received this box, I was amazed. I mean, I've had a couple Louis Vuitton products before, but you know, when you get such a big box, now obviously when I received my Keep Hall 55, the box was much bigger, but it has a nice feature to it. Now, before I go through the features of this box, this comes with the shoes. And I find it pretty much ridiculous. You get 2 dust bags, each for one shoe. So the thing is, what Louis Vuitton thinks is, yeah, we do not want you to travel with your shoes in one bag because they're gonna scrap against each other and they're gonna ruin the paint. Now, so what you have to do is actually put one shoe in each dust bag and then put it inside the box to actually keep them safe. I do not understand what was the reasoning behind giving you 2 dust bags, because when you buy fake Louis Vuittons, which I do not recommend, they're garbage, but when you buy fakes, like, they only give you 1 dust bag for 1 shoe, and that's what I usually would expect from shoes in general. Like, if you give a dust bag, just put the 2 shoes in 1 dust bag. It doesn't make sense to spend an extra money on an extra dust bag, which you probably gonna put in the box anyways and never gonna use again. But well, okay, it's a decision from Louis Vuitton. I do not support that idea, but it's nice to have 2. Alright, so what do you get as well? You get, well, an optional thing. This is the message that I got for myself. So it says, Happy 2022, gift to celebrate the first successful month as a new company. Alright. Yeah, because, you know, when you achieve something great, you obviously write a message to yourself. No, actually you don't. I'm just lonely. But anyways, then you get this beautiful ribbon that you probably never gonna use again, but I just keep that's the thing with me when I buy expensive stuff, when I buy watches, when I buy expensive designer, when I buy, you know, it depends on everything. I just keep everything. I like when I keep, even when I bought, for example, a pen, a very expensive fountain pen, I like to keep the box, I like to keep the the things that comes with it, because it's, if something goes missing, it's stepping away from the full experience that you get with the brand. Now obviously this is the big envelope. This is where it all matters. Here it has your receipt, your returning papers, and obviously a thank you from Louis Vuitton itself. So let's go through these things. So you get an exchange of return. So when you buy a Louis Vuitton product, you can exchange or return them within a month or so, I think. And they're just the explanation for returning your package to Louis Vuitton. But obviously these are 3 months old shoes. I'm not gonna return them because I'm happy with them and I wouldn't be able to anyways. Then you got your receipt thingy. Wait, what it says? Description, Houseman Derbies. Okay, client receipt. There you go. So it means that I actually paid full retail for these shoes. Then you got your returning ticket, which has the Louis Vuitton, address of the factory where it comes from. And then you got this little thank you. Your typical thing when you buy designer. Versace has it as well. You've probably seen it when I was unboxing my robe. So it's typical, and when you go through the things that you cannot do with your items. For example, like I say, we therefore recommend that you use your products with care when you're trying on them in order not to damage them. Now, obviously, what they're saying, you keep it away from water, keep it away from. I'm like, they're things you have to use. They're shoes, they're bags, they're belts. If you have to keep them away from water, if it's raining, obviously it's gonna be exposed to water. Or if it's muddy, it's gonna be exposed to mud. Like, it's some natural things you cannot prevent. I'm thinking like on their website, they're being a bit extreme when it comes to you cannot do that with that product, you cannot do that. Alright, but anyways, that's the documentation that you get with buying said Louis Vuitton product. I do like the envelope design. I really think it's a great addition. S Pen, by the way. I'm recording this video with the S22 Ultra. Please check out that video. I will leave it in the end of on the end of the video. Now, with the shoes, you get extra shoelaces, and with these shoelaces, I'm so surprised at the quality. I do not know what they do to these shoelaces, but they feel so much more premium than any shoelaces I've got from less expensive, but still high-end dress shoe companies like Ambiorix, like Mephisto, like the likes of Floris van Bommel. I believe that these shoelaces, I do not know what they do to it, but they feel much more premium. And they feel, when I'm strapping them on the shoe, that they're not gonna break that easily. And with the other shoelaces, I feel like I must be so careful because otherwise I will slip something inside the shoelace and they will be. So, Louis Vuitton, good props to them for that. That's what they really did great. Then, of course, what you get with the shoe is this little small envelope, which if this was a gift, you can write your personal message on this, and it's nice for the person that you give this to receive this little small thing. It's like the Louis Vuitton shopping bag, and yeah, it's kind of cool. Now, anyways, let's go back to the box, because the box, like I said, has a very special feature, and I discovered this feature when I was watching more Louis Vuitton unboxings on YouTube, and apparently you can store this box away, not like a normal shoebox like this, but you can actually fold the box away. I never knew this. With all the Louis Vuitton products that I bought, I never knew that you could fold these boxes. But apparently, these blue ribbons that you get with every Louis Vuitton product, you just pull them and you can actually store the box away, like so. So that is actually a very nice feature. It will take much less space, especially when you buy a lot of designer products. When you have to keep all these boxes with you, you can just fold them away and just store them like this. That's amazing. And when you want to sell the product, you're just gonna be, oh, okay, let's get the box, let's fold it back up. There we go. Let's put the shoes in the dust bags. Let's put all the official documents inside of it. And of course, with the shoes, and then just put them in the box, and there you go. They're ready to be resold as on the secondary hand market, on the gray market. Great. All right, let's put this box away and let's talk about these shoes. The reason why I chose to buy the Haasman Derbies, and the reason why is because it doesn't scream as much attention like the other Louis Vuitton dress shoes. Like, I do not like flashy monograms, and the more expensive Louis Vuitton dress shoes have the Louis Vuitton logo embossed in metal right here, or the pattern on the shoe. And I do think it's a nice feature, but I think it screams too much attention. And I want, when I'm wearing these shoes, I want the total look to match, not that just one item gets all the attention. I do not like that. So I like that my watch gets some attention, that my shoes get some attention, that my pants get some attention, my belt, or whatever I'm wearing. I like it to be balanced, and these shoes are the reason. These are the reasons, particular reasons why I bought these shoes. You have the checkered pattern right here on the top of the Louis Vuitton Haasman Derbies, and the people who know their patterns, the people who know their monograms will know that these are the Louis Vuittons. But the people who don't know about any of these details wouldn't even know that it's Louis Vuitton, but would think, nice shoes, guy, nice shoes. And that's what I was going for. Because you have other dress shoes and then they have that beautiful Louis Vuitton logos and patterns all over the bottom of the shoe, but I do not like that kind of stuff. It screams too much attention, just like their sneakers. And a lot of young people, I see them wear Louis Vuitton sneakers and stuff like that. I'm like, you're trying to flex on people that you got Louis Vuitton shoes, but the beautiful thing about designer is that you can wear it without people noticing it. Be subtle about it, and the people who know will know. That's the same thing with watches. The people who know a thing or two about watches will know that this is an expensive watch. The people who don't know anything about watches will still say this is a cool watch. Longines Hydro Conquest, I will do a full review later on this month. But yeah, overall these shoes are very nice. On the bottom, obviously these are Italian made, so they are kind of different when it comes to the layout of the shoe sole. I still love that engraved Louis Vuitton on the bottom of the shoe. That is amazing. And honestly, I thought it would fade away because, you know, when wearing these every day, I thought these, the embossed Louis Vuitton logo right here would have faded away much easier than the embossed Louis Vuitton logo inside of the shoe. That is almost not readable anymore, which I am disappointed in. I would not expect a shoe from this price tag to, you know, but obviously it's gold paint now. When you're wearing these too much, yeah, of course it's gonna fade away. But, you know, this is quality. This is quality. Anyways, what do I actually think about the product itself? I think it's more about perceived value, what you think it's actually worth, rather than saying, yeah, it's really worth that price tag. For most people, it's all about brand perception. You know, for people who know that Louis Vuitton is the most successful clothing brand in the world, you know, it's that perceived value that people put on a logo. Or if these would say, for example, Skechers, and Skechers is not a dress shoe brand, but if these would say Skechers, no one would pay $1 for them. But if they say Louis Vuitton, now people would say, yeah, they're worth $1,000, and it actually costs $1,000 in the US. I do not know why the markup on these shoes is so high when it's shipped to the United States, but apparently it is. So I'm happy I live in Europe. I'm happy that I live next to France, so it's much easier to actually buy designer for a lower price. Lower price, but I'm just saying. So, you know, with designer brands like Louis Vuitton, like Versace, it's all about the perceived value, what you think that item is worth. For most people who hate designer brands would say, yeah, it's not even worth 1 penny of my money. And for people who love designer brands and love, for example, it's the same thing with my watches. For people who don't know anything about watches or don't really care about mechanical watches and complexity of watches, they would say, yeah, why would you spend so much on a watch. And for people who do know a thing or two about watches or are into that hobby, yeah, they would say, yeah, it is worth that price. So it's all about brand perception. Alright, I hope you really enjoyed this video. Please leave a like, subscribe to my channel, and turn on that post notification. Full in-depth review of my Longines Hydro Conquest will come soon, so stay tuned for that. I'm very excited to film that. And this was Apophis signing out.